The post. Okay, there's another much longer post on TFT. Let's see this while you guys answer. Dude, imagine the plus 540%. There's only been one lock on it. But it went down to plus 3. Oh my god, it's Rail! What the heck? Rail, you're missing out on all the meme items this league. You got banned from TFT? Wait, did you say something about how he deserved it or something? Oh, I kind of figured. I mean, you're kind of kicking somebody when they're down. Like, you're kind of kicking somebody when they're down. All right, let's read this. All right. Getting cold responses from GG, and they aren't willing to look into it anymore. If anyone here has any way of helping me, please contact me. My life is a complete ruin now over some arbitrary decision that could be anything. I know I sound desperate, but I am. This is my life project going to waste. It feels like death. They said I can make a new account, but the account is what matters. I'm never making a new account. This account holds 8+ years of PoE legacy and everything thousands of people invested years into. It's also their passion. This is their reason they even play the game. What's the point of the game if you ban someone who is actively trying to make the game better for everyone? This is my passion. It feels like a knife in the neck. I can't be indifferent about it and just accept it. The future of this server also depends on it. This would just bring death to this game and to standard in PoE1. It would make hundreds, if not more, people quit and stop playing. Why is all this effort going to waste? Why would you even play this game for the long term if one day you'll wake up with all of it destroyed? I've been doing all I can to keep my account secure to prevent hacks, but in the end, it's GGG who just nukes everything. This isn't about rules, it's about the big picture. Does the fact that I have done so much for this game mean absolutely nothing? Honestly, that I think is a bad point. I don't believe that just because you did something good, you should be able to avoid the rules. Despite some people disliking me, I've spent 16 hours per day for 8 years straight building this game because it's my passion. Why take it from me? Why not try to talk through it and fix what needs to be fixed? Why can't I even talk to anybody and just get a robotic message back? I get that they made a decision, but decisions are made by people, and this is a very severe, serious case that has to be reconsidered for the sake of many people, not just me. TFT is basically one of the largest fan bases for the game. We never attacked the game or company publicly, its decisions, its policies, even when everyone else did. We just focus on our passion for the game and improve where we can. Always try to improve. Even personally, I've been working on many free tools like the POB viewer for hundreds of hours, just purely out of passion and not wanting to gain anything from it. To my haters, I say I get why you hated me. I truly deserved it because I was a horrible person, shouldn't have acted like the way I did many times. I tried to improve in the past 2 years and learn from mistakes, and been mostly keeping to myself. But despite you hating or liking me, please don't take away all the hours I poured my heart into and soul into this game and system. Ban details, breaching terms of use, ban appeal, not appealable. I think that I think this is a really difficult position for GGG because it is true that it has massive implications for the community. There's just items that are now permanently locked away that are going to be inaccessible. And that's tough because you know that when you're choosing to ban Jenebu, you know that that you're banning an account holding item like 1,000 items of other people, if not more. A lot of those items are just impossible to replicate anymore because they're using legacy stats. And I can only imagine how much crazier it is in PoE1 standard when the game is fucking 15 years old. There's gonna be stats and gear that is just not possible to craft anymore. Even in POE2, in standard, which I mean, yeah, okay, it'll turn into early access standard. Um, there's like +5 minion scepters, or you can't craft them anymore. GG. There's the crit damage bonus on martial weapons. Got nerfed from 39% down to 25%. Just GG. Uh yeah, so there's those things as well, like, so just because, but at the same time, I don't agree with the concept that, oh, because my count is worth so much, you can't ban me. Or because it's tied to the community, you can't ban me. That I don't agree with. And I don't agree with, oh, well, I did some things good and now you can't ban me either. Like, you shouldn't ban me because I did something good. So, it's tough. And I think what could be beneficial going forward is, like, it really just, like, for all of these items, it just fucking sucks. In terms of the community, I think it's gonna have to be something that people figure out how they want to run mirror services as a whole. Like, generally, the meta, I mean, the standard has been, I list an item for one mirror in the store. In my Ask Only tab, somebody comes in, they pass the mirror, I copy it, they pay the fee for the copy. Done. But, it's that a lot of, the other problem is that a lot of people have trust issues handing over a mirror. So, it naturally becomes this really weird situation where people only want to use services from highly trusted community members. And then now you end up in this weird fucking situation where, okay, well, you don't really have a choice. Like, people don't want to come to Glitched because they don't know who Glitched is. Well, then they're going to go to TFT. They know who Jenebu is. Is that kind of situation that's happening. And that's where the concept of promote, like, I'm not saying promoting other mirror shops, but making sure that, like, if you handle some of your own items or something, I don't know. Now, the downside is that you can't be everywhere at once. You literally can't be everywhere at once. So it's like, oh, having a client open in standard POE1 and then League POE1 and then standard POE2 and League POE2, like, you just can't be everywhere at once is the other problem. So if you have mirror items in all these different leagues, it's just not possible to deal with. Because you'll just show us offline. All my items in standard are just not going to show up. All the stuff that's in the asking one mirror tab are just not going to show up. So this is something that GGG could address too, that would help the overall situation. Even if they don't unban him, they could address it and say, hey, look, all right, well, maybe have like a very specific, maybe it could literally just be, oh, instead of it being buy out one mirror, which is generally considered as the mirror service tab, it could be, you could literally have something like for mirror service. Like, this is something that mirror services, like, must have existed in POE1 for like a decade plus now. Like, there's It literally could just be that you could do like, oh, negotiable price like mirror service, or make it a note like something mirror service, and you can even put the fee there if you want, if they would allow. And then people could just message you anytime. I wonder if I still have these messages. I probably do. Like, I'm literally getting whispered in on in like messaging system in whatever this messaging system is. It's archaic. Like, I'll be playing in a whole different league while this guy in standard wants to mirror a staff. Like, it's, and then the only way that he can contact me is through this archaic messaging. It's crazy. Like, it, if somebody is in POE2 standard, they can actually still whisper me. So maybe at least make it like, oh, it shows up that I'm online, but in a different league. So at least they can still whisper me for these items. When this league ends and all these mirror service items go to standard, like mirror service, mirror service, mirror service, mirror service, mirror service, if all these amulets are mirror service, like, all this is going to go to standard. And then, but I'm not going to have a character logged in to answer mirror service requests on standard. And so my options are submit it to a shop. That's it. Like, so GGG doesn't exactly facilitate mirror service. Let's put it that way. And between not facilitating mirror service and just generally not wanting to trust somebody, then you end up in the situation where you want to end up leaving your items with trusted community members. And in this case, that's Jenebu for a lot of people. And yes, I do have an item still in the TFT shop. I was somewhat lucky because we originally had this scepter with Jenebu, and I wanted to, I don't even remember what it was for, but we ended up taking it out of the shop for a little bit, and he's like, don't bother passing it back to me because it's close to the end of the league anyway, and we have +5 minion scepters in standard. So there was no reason for him to keep it and let it move to standard. He was going to end up giving it back anyway. And then the only reason I didn't submit these two items to him for the TFT store was because, yeah, I was using them on the Infernalist. That's the only reason I didn't put them in, because he told me he doesn't want to keep having to, like, take it out, put it back in, take it out, put it back in. So he's just like, if you're not going to leave it with me, and just don't put it in the shop. That's the only reason I didn't put these items in with him. But yeah, we have an amulet with TFT. So yeah, we lost the mirror amulet if he doesn't get unbanned. No +5.